Can you guys tell that my favorite color is pink? BFFR right now. Hello everyone, my name is Mitzy and welcome to my YouTube channel. Since it is officially the end of the first month of 2026, aka January, I thought it would be so much fun to update you guys on my 2026 vision board and talk a bit more on my process when creating it. I also want to take you guys with me to write a letter to future me in the beginning of 2027. Lastly, I want to give you guys a little glimpse on my favorites for the month of January. We have a lot to get through, let's get started. If you have seen my Let's Talk Vision Boards plus 2026 goals video, then you know I was working on my 2026 vision board and I hadn't finished it. Well, I finally got it done and I really wanted to show you guys. This year, I decided to make it in a different way than I usually do. For example, for the past 2 years, I had done it in a scrapbook style, kind of like this. And this year I decided to make it on a canvas, a lot of more space. I decided to make it a lot bigger. I honestly feel like this year I have so much going on that I needed more space. So that's why I chose the canvas. Can we get a drum roll, please? Here is my vision board. There's honestly so much going on, so I kind of want to talk about it with you guys. In this corner, I decided to focus on my physical and mental health, so that's why I added lots of running and working out and taking care of myself, having me time, which I think is so important. Now in the bottom here, I decided to focus on my academic and career goals. I want to get back to school, so I added me acing my assignments. And I also want to make lots of videos this year, so I added a lot of video and content creating in this corner. Now up here, I wanted to focus on my relationships, so I added a lot of group hangs and games and just hanging out with people. Now down here, I focused more on my engagement and wedding plans. Now in the middle of it all, I have a lot of relationship goals with my fiance, lots of traveling, going on dates, and just doing a lot together. But I think it turned out so cute. I also found washi tape in my craft box, so I added it along all the sides. It's a weird way of showing you guys, but yeah, I think it turned out so cute. It just gives it a little more something. I don't know, I love it. I love adding just quotes all around it. I feel like it just puts it all together. For example, for this corner where I'm focusing on my mental and physical health and just a lot of self-care, I put do more of your favorite things. Down here, I put my goals and dreams become my reality. I'm so lucky, everything works out for me. Up here, I put I will attract the right people by being myself. Goes perfect with wanting to make friends and meet new people. Good things are coming. If you want it, work for it. Stop waiting for everything to be perfect to be happy. I struggle with that a lot. Yes to new adventures. I'm going to make a very beautiful life for myself as I'm building my life with my fiance. I forgot to mention, I put in my happy girl area because I am. With your vision board, you can really do anything. I love how mine turned out. The more you like it, the more you're gonna want to look at it and the more it'll motivate you. Now, getting started with this project can feel super overwhelming. I know I had everything just laid out and I still took like a good couple hours to convince myself that I'm prepared to start it. So I completely understand the overwhelming feeling that this brings. The biggest question that I get asked is, where do I get all my pictures? I know a lot of people use magazines, but I personally like to use Pinterest. So let me take you through the process. First, I like to choose categories that I want to focus on, then write goals under them. Then I love to use Pinterest to find my pictures. It is honestly the best. I can scroll for hours. I like to create a board on Pinterest and add all my pictures to that board. I usually name it like 2026 vision board. Don't really get creative there. Now, this is a small tip. This is how I like to do it. You obviously don't have to. You obviously don't have to do anything, but this is what I like to do. I would say that you should try to look for pictures that are taken from your point of view, if that makes sense. Now, for example, if I wanted to focus on my writing this year, which I am, I would use pictures like this instead of using pictures like this. Focus on how you want to see your world and what you want to become reality. After gathering all my pictures on Pinterest, I like to save them to my device, then make collages with them. I use the templates that are 4x6, and the collages usually have 6 to 9 pictures, kind of like this. I do this so I don't get a bunch of big pictures and I can fit as much as I can on my board. Then I like to print them at Walmart. I believe this year I got 22 prints for about $5. and that is how I get all my pictures. If you have any questions on any of this, feel free to comment them down below and I will do my best to answer them. After creating my vision board, I like to write my future self a letter that I can read at the beginning of 2027 or just the end of this year. I like to write everything that I'm grateful for in this moment, as well as what I'm hoping for and looking forward to. As January comes to an end, I thought it would be the perfect time to write my letter now that my vision board is done. I don't have a specific way that I prepare to write this. I honestly just write whatever comes to me and I'm feeling in the moment. If you'd like, this would be the time where you can go grab a pen and paper so you can write your own as well. Pause. Before I forget, this is what I use. I use this envelope and these papers, comes with two. I get them on Amazon, I'll link them down below. Now, if you're not gonna write one, then enjoy this time lapse of me writing mine. Followed me and wrote 2027 you a letter, please comment down below. I would love to hear about it and how it went. If you didn't, you should definitely think about doing so. I feel like it is such a fun thing to do while giving yourself some time to reflect on how you are currently and giving yourself a little something to look forward to at the end of the year. You might just learn a thing or two about yourself, which I think is always so interesting. Now that we're done with our letters, it is time for me to talk to you guys about some of my January favorites. This month just flew by, it is crazy. But I did try a couple new things that helped me a lot, which is why I want to share them with you guys. When I sat down to write this list, I knew this was going to be the first thing I mentioned. Glycolic acid. As you can see, it is almost gone. I need a new bottle soon. That's how much I really love this product and you guys need to use it. Now, this is the best thing ever and it can be used in so many ways. We love a multi-purpose queen. This can be used for so many different things, but I specifically use it for my scalp. My scalp is so dry, sometimes it can be very itchy and honestly flaky, which I hate. Honestly, I don't think nobody likes having a flaky, itchy scalp. Now I like to apply this all over my scalp. I put it on before I'm about to shower. I put it all over my scalp and massage it in, leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes. Then I get in the shower and wash it off with my shampoo. I swear my hair has never felt better. Number 2 is getting yourself a hair dryer. Now you're probably thinking, Mitzi, I own a hair dryer. Why are you telling me this? I didn't know a hair dryer. I know hair dryers were a thing. I just always thought they were bad for my hair because of the heat and stuff. At least that's what I thought. I don't know. I was obviously wrong. I literally just bought a hair dryer like a couple months ago and it has changed my life. So I'm spreading this information in case there is another Mitzi who didn't know that they're actually good for your hair. Was nobody gonna tell me that blow drying my hair makes a huge difference? Nobody did. Nobody told me. I had to find this out by myself. I was talking to my friend who is a cosmetologist and she was like, yeah. I felt so betrayed. Nobody told me. Product number 3 is Nivea. I started using these and they have literally changed my life. I love them so much. They smell so good. Personally, my favorite right now is the cherry one. It is such a nice pink and it smells delicious. This has become my favorite and an essential in my bag. My lips get super dry. Nobody likes dry lips. Number 4 is Aquaphor. Again, mentioning this in a video, I love myself some Aquaphor. This is again for my dry skin. For those who don't know, you need to try slugging your face. specifically with Aquaphor. Slugging means putting it on like moisturizer after you've done your entire skincare routine at night and you leave it overnight. Oh my god, you wake up with the softest baby skin ever. You will literally never know what dry skin is. And I'm not gonna lie, when I heard of this, I was very skeptical about it at first, but then I did it one time and I do it at least once a week now. That is all for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below your own January favorites, or if you have any questions for me or just to say hi. I would love to connect more with you guys. See you next time. Bye. Now that we're, ow, I didn't, ow, getting hurt left and right.